how did psychological services start, and how long ago did it start at USF?
It predated me, so it's been here a really long time. They used to be located in the gym, in fact, so you got therapy and bad smells at the same time. So I would guess it's been around for about 27 years, something like that.
Over the years, have you noticed a shift in what type of services are most commonly needed among the students?
There's certainly been some changes in the student population and the issues that they present with. There are some constants, but I would say that one of the things that we see a lot more of now is substance abuse across the board, and we've had to accommodate that as a secondary issue in a lot of the presenting issues. There's also a lot more of folks with intense anxiety. So we used to always see people who have anxiety, but I think there are more and more people presenting with anxiety levels that they hadn't experienced in the past.
Well, my experience, I've been at CAPS frequently this first year. I've done the 10 sessions on my own, and I've also had experience going to CAPS in a more, I guess, emergency situation, you could say, like when I had a panic attack. And in both cases, I was very satisfied with the care I got. The people there are great. It's clear that they know what they're doing.
You all are paying for services in your tuition. It's part of your fees. And so we will see people only for 10 sessions per academic year, additional available over the summer depending upon enrollment. And each academic year, folks can come back for 10, but there's no additional charge for it. If somebody needs more than that or wants more than that, then we'll help them, we'll refer them out. So sometimes we might spend 6 sessions finding the right match for them in the community.
I was in a crisis moment last year, and I was reaching my maximum. I think I was at I think I had one more appointment or something like that, but I called and said I really need to talk to somebody now, today, and my therapist she called me right back and she said, you just come in, and she didn't count it it was a moment of crisis, so it was like an exceptional situation. So I guess technically I got 11 last year. But so they really made an exception for me. And in general, I think it feels like it's not enough, especially if you have a good relationship with the person. But, they have to offer this to everyone. So that's like the only realistic number, depending on how many people take advantage of the resource. But I don't know. I've always thought that for all the people that don't go to CAPS and have no interest whatsoever in going to CAPS, if they relinquished their 10 or something, that would be interesting, but I guess it might be a really difficult process to make it fair.
As far as mental health problems like depression, things like that, I know there have been suicides in the past at USF, and that's a common problem amongst universities all over the nation. What do you guys do to kind of combat suicide in college?
Okay. Well, nationally, there were recorded among 283 schools that participated in a national survey, 97 suicides on campus last year. So it is an increasingly common phenomenon, unfortunately. So we've taken a multidisciplinary approach to dealing with it. We do training with the residence hall staff. We work closely with SF Suicide Prevention Hotline. And certainly at your larger public institutions, it's more like a MASH unit in terms of their counseling centers. They're very brief many times. There's a lot more referral, a lot more hospitalization than we have here, luckily. That said, I think that we are ratcheting up our numbers of students who come in with some severe psychological issues. But we don't have nearly the hospitalizations that they have on some other campuses. And the level of threat, just by sheer numbers, is reduced.
I'm pretty sure in my own case personally that going to college really kind of revealed a lot of problems with anxiety and depression that may have been dormant because I didn't have all these stresses. So certainly, I mean, and not just for me, but I guess normal people as well. I mean, it's really stressful your freshman year because you're thrown into a whole new environment, and for people who are away from home, it's really tough. So I think everybody could benefit from some attention at CAPS.